Hey everybody, welcome to this week's update. I'll get right into it, that way you can get on with the rest of your day. There's not a whole lot that's different, but there is one thing I do want to mention of a potential change that's coming in the future. Wednesday we're still meeting, we're still worshiping together, we're working our way through the book of Revelation. We'll be in Revelation chapter 8. And so just pray for me as I try to discern the word of truth, try to bring them what God's Word is saying. It's getting harder and harder as we get farther into Revelation, so your prayers would be very much appreciated. But we're meeting at 6:15. We'll have worship, time of prayer, and then we'll get into the study of God's Word. And so that's just been a good time to be together. So if your child's not been a part of that, I can't encourage that enough. Now, Sundays, we are still meeting with our small group time in the afternoon, 2 o'clock. Guys are in the fellowship hall, girls are up in the student wing, and we're continuing our study through the book of Exodus. And so this is what I want to share just real quick. We're still working out some of the details. We haven't picked a date when we want to make this transition, but what we've decided to do is in the month of February, we are going to make a change to our small group time for student ministries. 2 o'clock in the afternoon is a tough turnaround for a lot of people. We have several students that come to the 11 o'clock service, and so once they're done, there's really not a whole lot of time for them to head home, get lunch, and come back. And so what we're trying to do is accommodate more students with our small group time. And so we've been intentional to reach out to our mentors. We've been intentional to reach out to students that come on a regular basis so that this change doesn't negatively affect them. And so what we're doing is we're going to move it back into the afternoon to around 5 o'clock. We've had small groups that used to meet during that time that no longer meet during that time, and so it's not as much of a conflict with student and parents' schedule. And so we're moving that back farther into the afternoon so that students can enjoy more of an afternoon with their family. And then we're going to meet at 5 o'clock, and we're going to meet in town. We've got 2 houses that are relatively close together that we're going to be doing those in. I'll share those in the next couple of weeks. I want to make sure some of those details are finalized before I say anything. But basically, the Sunday afternoon schedule is going to look a little bit different, where students are going to go to houses at 5 o'clock versus coming here to the church. And so that's kind of what we're doing, because what we would like to be able to do is to be able to see more students be able to invest into small groups, whereas right now the location and the time kind of prevents them from doing that. If you don't live out towards Coral Hill, it's a drive for you, and so by moving it into town, it is inconvenient for some, but it's actually more convenient for most. And so we recognize that it's not perfect, that there's no model that's perfect. Really, the only one that is perfect is doing small group during church, and that's just not an option for us right now. And so at this point, that's what we're looking at doing in February. I'll keep you guys updated, but really that's all that's kind of going on in the life and the heart of the student ministry. We're just trying to build consistency in a day and age where it's impossible to build consistency, and so I'd appreciate your prayers as we kind of navigate this season of potentially reopening things that have been kind of shut down for a while. And so praying for you, love you guys, appreciate your partnership in the ministry, praying always that you all will continue to be light and examples to your kids. And I can see that. They're such wonderful students, and that's a result of not only the Lord, but also of your parenting. And so grateful for you all, the partnership in the ministry. So have a great week in the Lord, and hopefully we'll see you guys soon. God bless.